Surviving Mars, back at it again. Setting up the dome, preparing for the next batch to come in. Polymer factory's done, so we're going to be bringing a next batch, hopefully to get in here. So this may happen to you too if you notice that this is not emptying out food because I didn't have anywhere for them to put it. So once I put down that depot, they're going to go empty it out. It's full. We could send it on its way. Transport's out there working. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have enough. We got 2 kids in the nursery now. Drinking. Yeah. So it looks like a lot of our issues come at night. So when I bring some extra folks, we'll be able to do that. But priority now is going to be making polymers. So the next group that comes in, we're going to be making polymers. That's really the key. Start being self-sustaining here on Mars. We also are loading some exports, rare materials. That's going to make us some money. And that's it. Continuing on the journey. We're going to drop the metals off here because we're going to need them to build the connection. The rest will build out solar. It's going to be boosting a lot of energy right now, but once we pack that thing up, we're going to open this up anyways. $28 in one dome, 25 in the other. So we can get one of these rocket ships out of here. Looks like this one should be ready to go. Let's send you home because you're going to be bringing people back. Three working. We're going to have a fourth up there once they get going. Busy groups here. Busy groups. Transportation. All right, we're going to go ahead and send this back even though it's not full. It's okay because we want to build up the reserves. For example, right now we only have 2. And I want to open up this spot because I want to bring back, we want to start focusing on bringing back some engineers. And it looks like I'm going to try to bring back some scientists. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I'll bring some no specialization to keep things open maybe at night. And that's, you know, part of the process, focusing on, you know, what you can do to solve any issues for them. You know, I'm still undecided what I'm going to do here. Am I going to put an apartment complex, which is probably going to overload that dome? Maybe we'll just bring another living complex. It's a space bar because we want someone who's drinking in here. Drinking, shopping, games, 5 social. Not enough room in there for the space bar, but people that are going to live and work. Let's focus on this and then we'll see what happens there. Checking in on this side. You know, the next group that comes will start this dome up after this group. All right, the medium dome is ready. That's really, really cool because now we can start the process of figuring out where we're going to put it, as well as what we're going to put in it. Smart homes. And a hotel. We're going to do the water reclaim because that'll give jobs as well as help us with water. Actually, deep scanning. All right, so there's a rocket back at home. We are going to take some of these domes, some of these drones here. We're going to take some of these drones here. We're going to move them around to wherever they're needed. That's low. Low. You know what? We'll keep them here then. Because we're going to build the connection here. Move the transport out of the way because I got to figure out where I'm going to put our some of our resources. All right, now we got to get a passenger rocket over here with a couple of things. Some engineers. Get that polymer factory going. Some scientists. 3 more. Oops, let's see. Got to pick the best out of these. All looking great. All perks. Flaws. Definitely not looking great with our batch here. We're going to launch this batch. You know, more importantly, we got to get this going. So I'm going to put the 5 engineers and 1 non-spec in there. We're going to open up another 3 scientists, get more science, which will be great. And then we'll spread the others out.
The old probe even had some new data for us to analyze.
This is fun because then it opens up more science. It could be all over the place, yeah. We're gonna send the Explorer to go look at them all. How we doing on resources? Polymers, we need polymers. We'll put another moisture evaporator here. We're gonna bring another one back anyways.
Funding received.
Right, we got paid. Good. We have another ship, so we're probably going to send that ship. I'm thinking if we're going to send it with resources. We got a lot of fuel. We could turn these off. Remember, we can turn them on and off as we need. Right now, 2 ships are going to come and we can load them up quickly. I'll turn them back on if we're going to start doing some back and forths, which we might, but we still have to figure out. Right now, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to send a cargo ship or ship with people to get this dome started. I think people are good. So let's get this dome started. Let's see what we have. Resupply, passenger rocket. We are going to start with any medics? No medics. Rough. Botanists. And we could start the process now because this is open of connecting this. So I am going to start with some pipes here just to see which way I want it to go. So we're going to do down and across and down. We'll do down. All right, folks, so if you notice now, this will create the connection. We just have to figure out what we're gonna like. I don't know if I like these turns. I don't, so I'll probably do this. Let's get the salvage out here first.
Anomaly found.
I like straight lines, or straight as possible, so
We've just confirmed the location of a metal-rich deposit. A drilling accident turned to our advantage.
Excellent. We need metals. Right over here. No, we don't need to search it, but let's check it. Ooh, 1,000, very high. Good. All right, the connection process. We're going to have one nice grid. It's okay that it says split supported grids because it's still working and connecting. We're going to have to drop some metals off over here because of maintenance. It may need to maintenance these, so we want to keep this metals really good up here because if a meteor shower comes and knocks this off, it'll split their grid. So remember what I was saying in a previous one? I don't remember which group's which, but I do remember, I think that I'm sending the group with the polymer folks, the engineers first, so I'll land them there. We are almost connected fully. The grids are connected. We'll go ahead and power grid now. One giant power grid. Life support. Okay, where's this one? Well, they're together, except I guess it's counting something over here as separate. Ah, this one. It's not connected.
Meteor shower incoming.
Okay, here we go. Now we have a warning because of the sensor towers. The more sensor towers you have, the earlier the warning will be. It's early, so it's fine. I'm gonna look at the meteor storm. Okay. Those are just the warnings of it.
The analysis tells us that we found iridium-rich sulfides. That's a real rarity on Earth.
Great, it reduces the cost of physics by 10%. Very helpful. And the cost they're talking about is in our research window here. So everything in physics is now lowered 10%, which is great. Actually, it's close to here, so we'll send it there first. And then here. Okay, people are here. We're going to land them. Turn some stuff on here. We're going to turn on this group. We're going to turn this thing on. And we'll see what happens. I'm going to have some extra people. We're just going to open stuff up. See where they fit.
New colonists have arrived.
Good. Good. And we have no extras right now. We're going to open these up. As people come, they'll fill, or as the youths become older and good enough to work,
Anomaly found.
they're going to step in there.
We've analyzed material from the anomaly, and it completely validates our hypothesis on abiogenic petroleum.
Great. So you have a couple choices when this happens. You're going to conduct on-site experiments. You reduce physics by 10. Conduct polymerization experiments. Engineering by 10. I'm going to do engineering. The money's good, but it's only 500 million. Really, that's not a lot. It is and it isn't. Right now, we're fine. This other group's ready to land too, but I have to do a couple things to make sure they're ready. We'd like turn this on. It's not quarantined. I will have to go get a batch of food too, so let's go pick up some food because they're doing pretty decent there. Bring some food over here. Even though they're going to be bringing 12. That's fine. Let's open this up. We need to make food.
New colonists have arrived.
So, scientists.
Crop failure reported.
Yeah, that's normal. We eat soybeans. I think to get us going, I'm just going to do wheat all the way around, and then we'll worry about the soil a little bit later. And once one of these ships go back, I will be making a cargo run. I'll bring back food. I'll bring back polymers, a bunch of stuff. We don't need you to bring anything right now. We're refueling. I'm going to have to bring you some fuel. Once they're done loading food up. So we have plenty of fuel, but we could start opening up fuel.
Until today, the only place we'd thought you could find Ice-15 outside of a lab was on an icy planet or a moon. And here we find it on Mars.
And the warning is in 1 sol, 3 hours. So make sure we have metals. Make sure you have metals everywhere because metals and polymers will repair. Polymers will repair the dome. Metals will repair power and water. Empty. Come get some fuel. Yep, you're almost full. I'll be sending you home. We can take away some drones here. We can add them to where we need them. This is low. 15 low, we'll add. We'll add them there. We are making 3.3 polymers per day. That's great. After a few days, when you come click up here on polymers, we'll be able to tell, you know, how much consumption versus production. Right now, we're consuming 6. We're producing 3. We're still in the negative, but it's better than not producing at all. One of the things that we had earlier that we haven't really talked about too much was the medium dome. So I want to show you what that looks like. I'm not going to build it yet, but basic dome, medium dome, so you could see the size of it compared to a regular dome. Pretty awesome. We are going to build one here because I'm going to throw factories in there. It's good. It's covered by this one, even though it's right there on the edge. That's fine. Make sure it's off. It's off. Where y'all going? Oh, cleaning up rocks. Even this group. So that's one good news when they overlap. You can have 2 groups there. That's fine. I'm not going to connect them. I want some room here for pad 2.
Research complete.
Forever young.
Anomaly found.
Good. Good. Alright, we'll send the Explorer all over the place. That's the job. It's fine. Cool, there's our first medium dome. It's not built yet, but the idea is there. I like medium domes. They hold a ton more people, and then you could put a factory in there. The factory is going to be great because I can make machine parts, or electronics. And I try not to do both inside of one. So that's just something to keep mind of. All the jobs are taken so far. 3 vacant slots, that's fine. Okay, who's ready to come home? Are you? 30, 30, 30, 30. You're ready to go. Go home. You're filling up. I'm not sending anybody with the rare metals yet because I like to fill it up to at least 30 where one ship could carry. So we'll just let it make it. Something now to talk about, like if you want to boost production, we could come over here to research, and now we can start looking at like extractors upgrade. Okay, it increases the production by 25%, but also power consumption, but that's valuable, so we're going to go ahead and throw that in there, especially early. That'll be a fast one. Martian education, we talked about that earlier too. We want to start training the non-specialization Martians to fill in slots. That'll be good. Maybe we can build a school here. Or put the Martian... We're going to put that in there. Yeah, we got kids here. Maybe a school. The problem with the school is it's big like this, so... But the good news with the school is it builds good traits. So we're going to do that. Keep it low key right now. I'm not going to be pushing it to pack them in like sardines. Especially now that we're going to struggle a little bit early with... excuse me one second. We're going to struggle early with behavior issues. So we're negative water right now. -1 water. Reason being is one of them's not turned on. We know this one's on. This one needs to get turned on. And that'll be fine. Now, notice I had it built and it hasn't been working, so it needs maintenance. That's very common, by the way. And we're okay with the -1 because we have a stored water supply. So it's pulling from them. That's why it's so valuable. Right, I got water here, I got water here, I got water in this tank, water in this tank. Okay, and the moisture vaporators are making water, but not enough to pull the demand, to cover the demand. The demand's 9.8, the water production's 9. Shows our stored water, shows the capacity. Stored water lasts a sol in 16 hours. Stored oxygen lasts 7 sols. We could probably take it easy on building these storages, but I just have a habit of doing that. And they only take metals, so it's fine. Okay, we have a ship heading back because I am going to... I know what I'm gonna bring some fuel over here. I'm also gonna open them up at night now, just to get this back up to a good spot. Remember, the children that are born here, they're gonna go to this nursery and this school, and then we'll have a Martian university over here somewhere, probably in the big dome. So the big dome takes 120 concrete, 50 metals, 20 polymers. It's double what a regular dome is, but it's also pretty big, so. Once I'm happy with where I want it, I'll actually start the process of building it, because we're decent right now with concrete. Metals over here are good. And we'll send you to go get more metals.
Anomaly found.
scoop it up. Even if you have some missed metals somewhere, that's fine. And again, we have like 90 metals over here because 45 each. This is good.
Our initial spectrographic analysis confirmed it. Chromium. To find such a rich deposit of such a rare metal. Important was an understatement.
Great, so we have a choice here. I can exploit the deposit, create more deep, rare metals. We don't have a way to extract deep metals yet. That technology will come later. And, you know, we're going to find more deposits. We have a bunch of deposits around us, so I'm going to reduce the engineering costs, because that will help us unlock things faster. All right, new planetary anomalies found. Let's go ahead and look at them also. Oh, they're kind of close, bunched up. All right, 5 drones. That's good. That's going to get us a breakthrough. 8 any. The outcome's unknown. 7 officers. Yeah, we had that one. We don't have officers yet. 8 drones. So we can do 3 of them. Oh, let's see the 4th. RC Commander. 7. Oh, there's 7 officers again. This one's going to be 7 officers. I wonder why they give us 2 7 officers. Project Redwood, Project Spring, both have officers. RC Commander we don't have, so we can do 3 of them now. The 8 any, the 5 drones, and the 8 drones. Perfect. We're not going to do them right away, but it's good to know that we have them, so that we can do that. Let's check on this. Alpha 1, Alpha 2. Humboldt. Let's rename this. Rename Basic Dome. Bravo 1. Rename Bravo 2. As far as namings, I try to start with A, B, C. I did Alpha Bravo. I'm not going to do Charlie. Maybe we'll call it something else. I don't know. Maybe we'll call it Charlie, but it's all good. We'll figure it out. And y'all can rename these things over and over and over and over and over again. So, all good. See, I'm still not sure because I don't know if I want power to run. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to switch the power to this side, because I'll be okay running it there. Doesn't matter how close it is to this. Where I'll position it. Probably be over here. When I want to exploit this massive concrete. So production, concrete, just so we have an idea.
Anomaly found.
Turn it off.